is to try and open up into his weaker foot, and he doesn't quite have the strength against Letonio.
Ball given away cheaply. Vilakazi wants it, gets it from Maklo.
That's fantastic to see a goalkeeper that is able to hold his position like Kune did. That has been the biggest struggle for most Kaizer Chiefs. They are taking pace. He's congested with a lot of bodies there looking to open up the opposition.
Silva was able to keep the ball moving into the bottom to Shabalala, and now Kaizer Chiefs. Pasaka Marco involved. Maklo eased into space here for Marco, but he's put a little too much.
Bounce the ball against him, and you don't know where it's going to go from here. Rather protect the ball and let it roll out. That, for me, is very clever.
Coach Khalil Ben Yusuf, who sits on the bench without Coach Kaze, as Vilakazi continues on. Well, it was on his stronger left. That didn't get nearly enough power behind that one. As Tape Era
missed from that type of angle, but this when he opted for the far post.
Williams squad, but didn't make the final cut, although teammate Ndamane did. He might have some work to do as the ball is in behind here, and just eased wide off the goal by Ndush Shabalala. He latched onto the long ball brilliantly initially.
But they did well to just unstable him with a bit of a push so that he doesn't quite execute with that kind of freedom.
Nor do we see him today. He's expected back in 6 weeks' time. Potentially surgery on the cards. Or
the pressing in that Milo Park, I mentioned with the congestion of players, a bit of the full backs to create a bit of width. So that for me is a team that now is very creative.
Solomons easing it into the box for Silva, who turns away from Mahlangu. Now the first assistance signalling for a corner.
He doesn't provide an out and out cross because he can see Silva is coming a little bit closer. So he just rolls the ball into his path.
That was a Peterson own goal as Ndush Shabalala twisting and turning, teasing Mutaung. This is Kaizer Chiefs. And he's dragged that one wide.
Very dangerous. Once again, it's another wing play. That is just arriving. Maybe first touch, not the best. And but he corrects it. And as it strings with a shot, I think he skews the ball a little bit too much. It pulls it a little bit too much. And he doesn't find the target. Those are the type of
per game. Well below Mamelodi Sundowns in first place, or just above the 70% mark. This is Vilakazi now on the right-hand flank. Maklo spotting him to Shabalala in space. Now comes Shabalala. Marco on his outside. Forward by Maduna, but can't find Sililek Mahlangu. George Maklo goes sliding in on Wanru, wins the ball. Now Quinika, this is Solomons. Vilakazi. The goalkeeper, but he was the man to put in the cross that earned them a point in injury time. Rising well is Dlamini, and Zindonga's got away from his man. And still the Zimbabwe continuing on. Does have support. Zindonga rolls it in. Mahlambi. Solomons onto it. That's Letonio gets in the way, and now he has it back. Stroked in for Wanri. This season in the top flight is equal with Durban City and Pirates. Solomons is upended a little belatedly in the box by a sliding Gulmani Ndamane, but the ball had long since got away from.
His first touch lets him down here. This is what gives Ndonga. Ndonga has been brilliant in his recovery.
Ball helping Kaizer Chiefs. Hooks it in towards the general area that
area where it hurts the most.
Solomons retrieves. Quinika now. Well, Silva has proven to be very effective off the bench. 3 of his 4 goals in the Betway Premiership have come as a substitute. The only time he scored after being included in the 11 was mid-September in that 3-1 defeat to Skakuni United, where he got them a fairly prompt equaliser before they went on to lose quite heavily. Damani in the air, and someone else, wherever they end up. We're talking Ntwari and Buthelezi here. Kunika. Solomons. McLeod. It's a lovely ball from McLeod. Silva's been flagged for offside. Bombela Stadium erupts, but those celebrations will quickly be muted by the realization that it will not stand.
It'll be very interesting to see a relook. I thought he's onside.
Yes, he is.
How unfortunate.
And my initial thought, and I think yours as well, as we watched it in real time, is that he was onside. We have a great vantage point here up in Bombela Stadium. So I was surprised to see the flag go up.
Very late. Got him on the ankle, eh? Like hard. Yes. He nearly gets his ankle nearly twisted. Lucky if it didn't. Yeah, better suited for a left, but even the right, you know what? You can steal it around the wall.
It will be left for the left foot of Vilakazi. Yeah, and it's straight at top either. Konika's clearance is falling kindly here from a Kaizer Chiefs perspective. This is Mabwe. Shabalala resuming his battle with the first time in this league campaign as Paseka Marco finds Maya. There's the attentions of Maduna. Marco again.
Too much on the pass. Wide. He's making a run into the inside in anticipation of the ball.
Good for by Konika.
He's strong too, so Silva. 10. We haven't seen him being able to hold the ball. This is only beginning to come through. This one moment that he does it so well, using his strength. And against Ndamane, who's...
More good work from Maklo. Again, freeing Shabalala. Maklo again. Do Shabalala. Mabwe. Waiting to keep his footing at the crucial moment. Nakunika. Beautifully into space here for Vilakazi. Still Vilakazi. This is what he loves. He's got power behind that one, but as was the case earlier, straight at the keeper.
Yes, indeed. Once again, he's very successful. He's getting away from the fullback. He's cutting into the sides. He's creating some of the space, and he's able to crack a shot. And he's just got to get better and being able to target this shot better. This time he doesn't get the kill. It's a full on the leg.
In comes the cross for Silva. Forces a wonderful save out of Tape Ira. Might have been destined to nestle in the bottom corner.
And look at his run. It's a run that nobody expects, but he's there. He's positioned himself. And unfortunately, I think he doesn't quite get the moment to run a bit forward to clear himself from the defense. That's a great save. It was almost going to like trickle into the...
Taking on Maruna. Working space for the cross. Kenyu Somaya hanging it up towards the back post where Ignacio Miguel was positioned.
That's it. Maklo tries to negotiate on behalf of Miguel. It's not going to change much.
He has, I guess you could say he's cleaned up his act somewhat if you compare yellow and red in colour. This will be his 5th yellow card of the season. He has already served a one-match suspension in that 4-1 win over Orbit College following an accumulation of yellow cards.
Just going back into how the game started, I think, is it fair to say Kaizer Chiefs has had an upper hand? I'm not sure the ball position step, but I'm talking about now. Chances created, entries made.
Made that touch. Ball work to Solomons. And Mayo! Point blank stop. Tapeira raises both fists.
Unbelievable. That is an incredible save from such close range. Zero reaction call. Is Tape. Listen, that was goal bound. That ball had no business staying out. Mayo with a great header. He generates power, but great positioning. More than anything, I think it was his positioning.
Well, he's already made 3-1 defeats to Iskakuni United in September, and against Amazulu, Silva gets forward here. Crowded out by a combination of three. Now, get forward here with Sindoga. It's covering from Dylan Solomons. From Solomons, who's found Vilakazi here. Space to exploit from Fundo Vilakazi, can't slip in mile of the season. But with that said, Kaizer Chiefs are the only side unbeaten on their travels this season in the Premiership.
This is the LL opportunity that Solomons put his body on the line to be able to come up with that beautiful defense. Very difficult. He could have gotten easily wrong there.
So Solomons, he's got great speed. Oh, there's a flick that does work out. Solomons is buzzing today. I can't find Mayo.
But the ball to him, as we can see here, then he's just on the line, and he did very well to actually eventually finish. So very unfortunate that it was called for offside.
And you got a feel for Kaizer Chiefs there, because that's a great footballing moment. It's a great ball, a great diagonal run. Everything's done right in this particular moment.
Yeah, that's why we did a illustration on this one. When the ball gets released by Matlo, for me, Flavio is still onside. The space behind that line, they've held the line, but there are two players who are playing in silver. In the players that we've put a halo on, those are the two players that are making this option to be onside. So I think from the linesman, he got it wrong, because he was in line with the line.
Ended in stalemate, so are we destined for yet another draw? Those last three meetings as well have all had first half goals. The last time it was 0-0 at the break was their first meeting of the 2023-24 season with TS Galaxy at home. They scored 4 minutes after the interval to win the game. 1-0 was their first league victory over Kaizer Chiefs, having twice been.
It may be difficult for TS Galaxy midfielders to apply themselves, creating those moments.
Now this is Kanisa Mayo as Kaizer Chiefs show some early attacking aggression.
Couldn't kick much, he couldn't get the direction, he could get it high and as far as he can, but to nobody in particular. But that has changed quite a bit now. He can spray it into a certain target.
Brandon Peterson appears to have something in his eye. You goalkeepers with your gloves are sometimes a little helpless in terms of dealing with things that require fine motor skills.
That's the gloves. I mean, tying your laces becomes foreign once you've got those gloves on. And to take them out, and the time to put them back, and the action could be happening in and around you. So that's why you would rather have the game stop to be attended to.
And a youngster noticing himself on the Jumbotron here at Mbombela Stadium.
Now you got some airtime, girl.
Nacho Miguel for Solomons. It's poor effort.
Very ambitious. I know he's got some cracker.
Leaving the ball. And it's broken here for Vilakazi. Promising situation for Kaizer Chiefs. Dushabalala on his left foot. Over the top.
This was a great moment. First, Vilakazi, some of that ball doesn't get going on the front foot, and there's delay, and it allows. It's looked a bit clumsy in a way ball person was given away cheaply or a set piece of that nature. And in fact, they've allowed themselves to be in a position where they're pressed and whereby they can't keep the ball or get it rid of it properly. So that was just another, in fact, the same pass in the middle.
Ready by standing by, as well as Lilepo. We haven't seen him for the past 4 matches, twice. And there are the changes. And Shabalala, sacrifice Vilibai is on. And Lilepo, well, I was mistaken, both Vilakazi and Shabalala coming off, so Mayo and Silva remain. Vilibai. But looking crosser. Oh, it's almost an instant impact from Vilibai. Puts in an excellent delivery.
Who was available, who was ready to pounce onto that. It's Silva. Just a second or so, maybe.
Effort from range. Lilepo apologizes to his teammates. Not as if he hasn't currently stretches across 6 league games. Who's that in the bottom? I guess in our picture it would be bottom right corner, but bottom left in the front row, wearing the tracksuit. Handsome fella. You're the coach. That's why you have the blue track. That's why you are looking so good. Maya.
Maybe he's not strong as his left, but secondly, I think like the legs are getting heavy. He doesn't have that last inch of strength to get there. But you gotta give it to Munjana ever so well to match him up.
Came on for about half an hour in the Chipper United game off the bench. It's been a long time since he has started in the beginning. In comes the corner. Oh, just over the top from Inacio Miguel. Couldn't get him.
That's all he needed, was to find the target there. And I don't think it was too high for him to actually blow it over the bar.
Yeah.
Just doesn't connect with the ball accordingly. So one moment that era.
Now Solomons. Oh, lovely defending from Damane.
Indeed. Once again, Solomon has also been brilliant. He's delivered throughout since beginning of the match. He's delivered.
Let's swallow. Has scored 7 Premiership goals against Kaizer Chiefs over the years for various teams that he's turned down for. 15 times he's met them, been involved in 5 wins, 8 draws. Just the 2 defeats. This is Vilibai now. Mayo. This corner over the head of teammates. Now Solomons. Kunika. Gets away from Letsualo. Corner. Picked up by Solomons. Marco. Hoisted forwards by Solomons and Ashton Miguel. Judged to have been Timber.
Excellent decision, without a doubt. Miguel should have done better. The more
Done by Velibai. Lilepo.
good energy from Velibai.
Cross in, but Munjana thumps it away. Solomon's under pressure and turns away from it brilliantly. Who scored the opener when these two sides last met. And he comes on for Flavio Silva, who should have had a first half goal, incorrectly ruled out for offside.
Wow. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Wow. Finally.
A big moment. Well, there's just been success in that department of Kaizer Chiefs. Easy to see why they yet to score from a corner in the Betway Prem this season. Mile. His cross. Marco forward for Velibai. Looked extremely lively since coming onto the park. Here's Maklo. Edge of the area for Andile Duba. Appearing for against Sibilele in a 0-0 draw. He's been out for the last 3 league games and several Confederation Cup matches as well.
On Wednesday, they brilliant moments where they could have scored. It didn't happen. Today, they equally made it better.
So Mayo and Maklo off. In Globo is on, and Luke Portman appearing on the park in Kaizer Chiefs colours for the very first time. Let's see what the young man can do for his new club. He's had to wait.
I just hope he's not too rusty.
That he's appeared in up to this point. Velibai now. Still Velibai. Still he goes on. And now Bartman. How's he missed that?
Please. There's not a lot wrong. He's got his upper body well postured to be able to finish, and I don't have a problem with him going with his right because he angles his body nicely to use his right. But if he had a better left, he could have swung the ball into the far corner. There's
Ndamane race with Anila Duba. 2 former Chiefs juniors battling away. Ninepo delivered with the outside of his foot. Duba have the Rockets, so their next experiment, I guess, if you could call it that, is with Nkosi as their 5th and final sub today. Globe. Velibai. Tabe takes over that period. Bunjana executes a brilliant pass here. Zindoga thumps it against the woodwork.
Bunjana's pass. That, for me, is class to set him up for a shot. There's nothing wrong with him going for glory. You that close. If it's powerful enough, the keeper can be beaten.
Oh, it's a touch from Peter. countless Amakosi corners have come to nothing. And now in the closing seconds of the match, they have another. Bartman delivers. Bilibai. Duba takes over. Marco. Solomons. They've moved it quickly to the flank with Kunika. Need to get it back into a dangerous area. Dylan Solomons taking on Keita. Solomons gets away from his man. Oh! So close. Ignacio Miguel almost.
He attacks the ball. It's a whipped ball, and he gets himself in front of the defender, and Billy gets his head to it, and he turns it around. Goalkeeper beaten, if I may put it that way. Holy moly. Yeah, one. I know you don't understand Zulu. Today was Chiefs' situation. It was meant to be. That's all I can pass Samira. I mean, TS Galaxy has been unbelievable. The way they've transformed this team, they're very competitive. They're not easy to beat. They don't concede that easily. They give opposition problems. It's just today that I think Chiefs are getting over their slump. They are beginning to play constructive football. But for me, key was that midfield of Maboe and Matlow. This is what maybe going forward is what can be picked up as Kaizer Chiefs technical teams to say, okay, maybe going forward, let's bring in more players with ability to construct the passes, to be able to hold the ball where necessary. I mean, there's a lot that Kaizer Chiefs as a team can pick up from this.
Well, Kaizer Chiefs missed the opportunity to join Mamelodi Sundowns on 26 points. They rise above Amazulu on goal difference, so they're into fourth. TS Galaxy remain where they were when the day started, in 8th position. Having contested today only their 6th home game of the season. They had, prior to today, played fewer home games than any other sides in the league. And perhaps they will be grateful to have come away with at least a point, considering how many opportunities the Kaizer Chiefs did have in this game as they extend their unbeaten run in the league to 7, going this many matches unbeaten for the first time since the 2023-24 campaign. There are positives to take from this, from a Kaizer Chiefs perspective, but how dearly they would have loved to depart the Mpumalanga province.
Eyeing certain players, but also off camera, he's having a good hug with Coach Khalil Ben Yusuf, who's the coach of Kaizer Chiefs. Coach, I don't know how we dissect this one. I mean, the opportunities were there, the goals just weren't.
I think it was a very nice game, a great game. I think our fans, they enjoyed the game. Unfortunately, we are unlucky to win this game because if you see the stats of the game, I think we deserve this game. We scored goal. In my opinion, it's clear goal. Penalty, you don't take penalty. So in football, what we know in football, when you score, you will win. Here we score, they remove the goal. You create more than 12, 13 opportunity, 26 shoot on targets. But finally, we have to continue to work. I don't want to repeat myself every time we are unlucky, but now we have in this break time to correct our mistake, to continue to work. I'm so proud about the player. They did a very good performance today. I'm so proud about all of the players, even the impact player coming from the bench. But that's football.
Yeah. Coach, how important was it for you to give like a Bartman an opportunity in such a game?
Bartman is player of Kaizer Chiefs. All the players they deserve to play. If you are part of the team, so that means you deserve to play. I will not speak about Bartman alone, but I'm speaking about all the players. All the players they deserve to play. All the players every time we need player, you see we are also unlucky with the injury of the striker. Now we are back. Igadoro will back next game, inshallah. Lilepo just now we're back. He's not ready to play full game. Mayo will play very good game. Also he's back. I think when all the players, our line of striker offense, line of offense will be here, I think the team will perform very well.
Yeah. Coach, Coach, let's talk about going into the break. How do you then hope to keep the momentum going? Because we do have a break that's almost a month and a half.
Yeah, I think we prepare our plan for the break. We have to continue to work. It's last break for 2 years. We have now to prepare. You know, last season, next season it will be tough for us. Every 2 days we'll have game, between cup game, Nedbank game and league game. So we have to prepare ourselves in this 1 month and a half. First we have to take rest, and then we have to start to prepare ourselves, because it will be the last step for the last run.
Coach, I asked Coach the same question. I want to ask it to you as well about the transfer market. It does open in January. Are there any positions that you're looking to beef up? Are there any specific players that you've marked to join the Kaizer Chiefs squad?
I don't know. Still no time. Now we have time to break, think about this. Then when we start to make recruitment, we'll discuss about it.
Well, Coach, congratulations on collecting a point.
Hard luck, but congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
There you have it. That's Coach Khalid Ben Yusuf, who says that he's not even thinking about what's going to be happening after this. They're going to have a break, and I think possibly a break that many Kaizer Chiefs fans would say that they certainly need. They did have all the opportunities. They just weren't clinical in front of goal. But just like that, it is a flawless goal right here at the Mbombela Stadium. Kaizer Chiefs as well as TS Galaxy playing it out goalless. And as the curtain does close on the 2025 year when it comes to football, that's how we end it. But we will be back.